I'm doing pretty good, bud. Good to hear from you. How's the UK? How's Bongerland?
Well, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. The locals are great. Um, I'm pretty fine. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not much. How's your New Year going so far?
My new year is going pretty swell because, well, actually, it's hit and miss. I'm feeling pretty good about where my art is at, and the art class that I'm taking right now is really cool. So I'm really
Oh,
enjoying all the artists that I'm hanging out with and getting to interact with. And at the same time, I recently lost my graphic design job that I was doing, which is it's bittersweet. But now I'm scrambling to find more work to get paid, because I got to put food on the table, Adam. So
yeah. You got a lot of people to do. You got two people who depend on you.
yeah, I got
So that's
three. I got three now because we had our daughter at the end of
oh
December. So we got another
you
kiddo.
so oh.
So we're all gonna be homeless in just a couple weeks. So if I hit you up, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay, man.
No.
Um, so you recently came back to Twitter
Yeah.
after leaving out for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Have you've just been posting art the way just how do you feel about coming back here to this hellscape?
Um. Having 11,000 followers is something, it's probably the reason I came back. Not for clout, but there is a certain level of viewership you get when you have that many people looking at your work. The problem is that most of those people are there for my Sonic art. So I'm
Yeah,
trying to, frankly, get rid of those people.
really? That's also me. I like your Sonic art. Like I don't know.
I think just for me, it's just not what I want to do professionally. And I want to start using my platforms to land me actual career
Jobs.
opportunities and jobs rather than just free likes on Twitter. Which, man, I mean, I've shared my opinion on Twitter quite a bit. I don't like the platform. I think it's problematic in many ways, but I don't like the people on it. I don't like the Sonic. I don't like Sonic
You
Twitter,
hate,
and they don't
I
like yeah, and they don't like me. So
hate you. I absolutely hate you.
yeah, which I'm not entirely sure why. I guess it's like a mixture of things, probably. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I guess coming back is kind of just like I just want to post to the ether and then just leave it alone. And yeah, and never draw Sonic again in my life unless it's for freedom. So
Really?
um
You're never gonna draw Sonic again?
I
That's your
I
that's
don't
your
know.
childhood.
That's what?
Isn't that isn't that like your childhood or something?
Yeah, I would say so. Sonic definitely is my childhood.
It,
So that's why I haven't given up on freedom just yet, but simultaneously um I don't want to just be locked into that. And I don't think there's going to be like where I want to go with my career. There's just not a lot of opportunities drawing Sonic, I don't think. But I might be wrong about that. So for now,
yeah.
I'm really just focusing on building a portfolio that has no Sonic in it. And like I said last year, I was really happy to get that job and that gig with Sega to do Origins art. I thought that was really fun.
That was amazing.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah,
Uh,
I was really happy with all the work I did for them, and they were great to work with, and they paid me well. So I have nothing to complain about when it comes to you know, Sega or anything like that. At least like working with them as a company, both times have been like pretty great. So my problem is with the franchise itself and the fandom. So I legitimately Frontiers took the wind right out of my sails so
yeah.
badly.
What
Because
do you mean by that?
because I played it and then I reflected on it. I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. And then the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, wait, I actually hate that this is what the franchise is now because it's hardly Sonic at all. Yeah, I was really disappointed. And I obviously my view of Sonic is like pretty strict to the Genesis games. So, but even then,
I'm.
like Frontiers was so lifeless, man. I mean,
It
it just
is.
was
It's
not.
very.
It was just dead.
Um.
So,
Yeah. Uh, I Frontiers was my awakening as a Sonic fan. I told this to my downward spiral, who's someone on your server. that originally I was one of the people who were like, yeah, this is gonna be great. I have trust in Sega now. But just more and more footage and more of just hope being depleted until I'm on the same page as you.
Yeah, did you end up playing it? Have you played it?
No, I'm not playing. I'm not giving Sega $60.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Based.
Also, this is speaking of instant gratification on Twitter, I got 100 followers.
Nice, dude.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Uh,
You're dude, yeah, I mean that's the thing is like Fred took over the like I don't feel like I need to post art anymore for Sonic because I'm like there's so many good Sonic artists out there that are like doing what I did basically and I'm like I don't okay because for me it was just seeing I felt like I was filling a gap in the fandom, right? That's kind of how I felt making Sonic art was like no one is really doing this, but now people are, and it's like okay, well, you can get your Sonic fix from them. Like Fred is really great, Banel Springer, or you know that
Canal
person,
Springer, that's what I'm
yeah,
calling
Banel
him.
Springer, yeah, they're great. There's a lot of good 3D artists. Like I don't know, for me, I'm like cool. Junio is popular again, and people see it as like a legitimate design and enjoy it and draw it. So I don't know. I feel like I did my job, like kind of rejuvenating that art style in the franchise. So, and not that I
Some
can take full credit for it, but I promise you, those people were not drawing Junio before I was. Yeah.
I
So,
was so because I was when I was like I was drawing Junior back in 2017.
were you really?
Yeah, I was 7 years old. I was at my dad's place, my first father's place. I
Mm-hmm.
was just searching up how to draw Sonic with my and I with poor English, and I found your video, and I just tapped that, and I kept on drawing Junio because it was the only design I knew how to draw.
Yeah,
And when
but
I actually asked my dad, "Hey, could you draw Sonic for me?" I told
mm-hmm.
him, "No, you have to go to this video. You have to go to the one by Triple Jazz. You have to. That you have to follow that to the follow that to a T, okay? Dad?"
Mm-hmm.
And he did.
Nice.
And now I don't
But,
talk to him anymore.
oh, I'm sorry, man.
That's okay.
Before we get into that conversation, I'm so kind of back to what I said is like, yeah, you draw Junio because of me. And again, it's like
Yeah.
I didn't invent Junio, but I definitely think I deserve some credit for bringing it back a little bit. I think the initial Freedom trailer was like a big shock to a lot of people to be like, oh yeah, that's an art style that was around, and it's cool to see Sonic potentially in a hand drawn fashion, and then Junio. Well, originally it was Toei, right? We called it Toei, now we call it Junio.
Yeah.
But like that was not people were not drawing a lot of Toei Junio like at all.
They were not. They
But
were
but
not.
now a lot of
They
people do, and it's kind
that
of like it's part of the regular conversation is like, oh, is Junio a good design or not? I mean, like, yeah, I'm done having all those conversations. Just actually just a waste of time.
yeah.
Because I think the same people who want to question Sonic's design are totally fine with like, what do you think about the Sonic movie designs? Like, what do you think about the Sonic
Okay.
movie? Have you seen them?
I've seen both movies on launch date because they're the only type of satisfaction I've ever gotten out of the series, mainly just due to it's a fun time. For the designs, I'm a bit confused about Sonic because it's very much a departure from what he was originally supposed to be. But also, then again, Tyson made some very good changes to his facial design, which allow him to make a lot more expressions. Though it does feel less Sonic. Tails
Mm-hmm.
and Knuckles, they just look like you just ripped them out of the game, so I'm perfectly fine with them.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I really don't like the movie designs at all. Because I think actually, you know what? It's not the designs themselves. It's just the nature of the movie where it's like a live action hybrid. I just don't care for that style at all. I think Roger Rabbit, if you've ever seen that movie, was like the only good one. Maybe Space Jam, but everything else that came after is like it. I just don't. I don't like it. It's like a reverse isekai. Do you know what an isekai is?
Isekai, yeah, the type of anime where it's where some random dude gets hit by two trucks, and now you're into a new a world with anime girls.
Yeah. Okay. So it's something like that. But it's more just like the idea of being transported to a different dimension or a different world. And this is like a reverse of that because Sonic comes into our world rather than someone from our world going to Sonic's world. Although I think
Yeah,
Robotnik does end up traveling there. But
yeah.
so that's the kind of thing where I'm like, that's just lame. I would rather it all just take place in Sonic's world. Like, just sell me on this. Like, have you seen the new Puss in Boots?
Oh, no, because it hasn't came out in the UK yet, but I've seen all the trailers. I know what it like when it's like. It's Oh, I'm so excited to watch that movie.
Yeah, so I on Amazon you can buy it and like watch it right now. It's like 30
Not
bucks to
not
own it.
where I'm from.
Okay. Well, that sucks. But I ended up because like renting it was like 25 bucks and owning it was like $30. I was like, I'll pay the extra five just to own the movie, and my kiddo can watch it whenever she wants. So we all watched it as a family together, and I was just like, I just like that a movie like that, like they don't need to explain anything. It's just this is this world. It's wacky. It's crazy. Just take it for what it is. It's like DreamWorks has always done that with the Shrek series. It's just like here's this crazy fairy tale world. Anything can happen, and that's fun to me. I know a lot of people kind of want more consistent world rules or something, but for me, I'm like, I think it's really cool when a company will just be like, here's this fantasy world. It exists. Take it for what it is or leave it. And you could easily do that with Sonic. You could easily put Sonic in a world where it's like, hey, take it or leave it. This is a crazy, wacky, surreal world. And there's a human here and he wants to destroy it. And that's it.
Oh
Like,
yeah, that is
I don't,
true. I have a question for you.
yes.
Give me a few seconds. I need to bring up an image. Actually, no, I don't. No, I don't. What's your thoughts on Godzilla?
I'm not a huge fan of Godzilla. I haven't watched any of the movies recently. So
Oh, well,
do you like Godzilla?
you live in
Me,
the flood.
you, all of us. Okay. You like
Yeah,
it?
I love Godzilla. It's a great yeah. I just thought because you said when you were talking about SBO that you're a lizard kind of guy. So and Godzilla
Big,
is the
big lizard
epitome.
man.
Yeah, he's a big lizard man. I just thought if you liked him or not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um
I gotcha. I just didn't grow up with the series that much or like watching the movies. And at some point, like I really liked Pacific Rim. I don't know if you ever watched Pacific Rim, but that's like a great kaiju movie of just like big mechs fighting big aliens. Like that was a fun movie. But
yeah,
I don't know. I never got into Godzilla because I just, yeah, I don't know. There's a
you
certain
should get
point
into
at which like
Godzilla.
the scale is like it's so big that I'm like, okay, it just moves like so slowly, and I'm just like, okay, this is kind of boring. But yeah.
Ah, uh,
But I
um,
mean, if you like it, bro, I'm not gonna.
yeah, of course you're not, because you're not a bad person. Oh,
Well, it depends on who you ask, but yeah, for the most part.
yeah, it doesn't. It depends on who you ask. Norcon, my downward spiral. He sent me an image in one of your messages where you said you wanted it all to perish. Here I'll send it. I'll send your message back to you.
Okay.
Ah, at the beginning of looking at this, I just felt. I don't know why I felt like just rubbing in your face. I don't know. It was
Okay.
just a sadistic kind of mood. But I feel really bad. Like, what were you thinking when you were typing that? Were you just in like a normal mood, or were you sad?
Um. Oh shoot, my hold on, 1 second. So wait, this you didn't like that I sent this? It sounds like.
No, I know. I'm just I know. I kind of got a bit worried.
Oh no, bro. I no. I was just sitting back thinking again, like just thinking about. I mean, what I wrote. I just the more I think about it, the more I just dislike where the franchise is at. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like this thing that I once loved has been so unbelievably tarnished. And Frontiers was like kind of the final nail in the coffin for me. I was like, oh, the franchise has left me behind. That's fine, but I kind of hate everything that the franchise has become. I think all the magic is gone. Um, I think everything that
Actually,
made Sonic charming is not there, other than the character designs. But even the character designs have become so mascotty and corporate. Like I don't know,
they
man.
don't
Like
have any character. They're not. They're kind of mid. They
yeah,
are mid.
yeah. And the fact that like Sonic's design has been what it has been since when in Unleashed or the Secret Rings, like that modern
Hasn't
Sonic
changed at
look.
all. I think that's why I'm glad that Origins came out, because now you see that it's the only type of Sonic I draw. First it was Mania, now it's Origins. No,
Yeah,
first it was Junior, then Mania, then
it's one of those
Origins.
things where like when something like Origins shows up, I mean, I think Origins deserved a lot of the flack it got. It did feel like an underwhelming compilation.
Crappy compilation. Just play Jam.
Yeah, but at the same
That's
time, it was really cool that there's like all these new cutscenes, and I don't know why people are complaining about the cutscenes not being good enough. I'm like, those are really cool, man. Like, if I was a kid growing up in the '90s and Origins came out like that, I would have watched those cutscenes all day. So I don't know. For me, I thought Origins from just like a fan level was really cool, obviously. And I understand they're re-releasing the same games again that they've released
Yeah,
numerous
the
times,
cutscenes.
which does suck. And I don't think it was worth the price. But on the other side, it's like it was clearly a celebration of classic Sonic. And I hate that I even have to say that, but it's like, yeah, that was really cool. So in my mind, when I wrote that, I hate everything, was just like realizing I hate everything about the franchise. Basically, like there's nothing for me. Anyone who grew up with Sonic, it doesn't feel like there's anything here. It's like they're doing it for a new generation, and that's fine. But I just think the Sonic I grew up with, I don't think the Sonic that you're growing up with is gonna have the same lasting impression with the one that I did. Maybe that's
Uh,
not true, but
that's why I'm not growing up with the one I should be growing up with. That's why I'm not like a leftist. That's why I'm not. That's why I know. That's why I have no friends.
you're so funny, dude. That's why you're not a leftist. I mean, Giga Chad, but
I just mean like, okay. Do you want to talk about this?
politics.
I don't know. Do you want to?
All right, I'll let you go off. Go off, sis.
Okay. All right. Okay. Mom. Oh, also my mom's here. Say hi, mom. She can't. Okay. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he didn't hear you. She says hello.
Hi.
Okay. I heard. So first off, let's talk about
Mm-hmm.
the LGBTQ plus.
Okay. Hit me with it.
I think. I think it's mainly just. I think my main problem with it is how it's trying to. It's how where it started was not good at all, and where it's going is even worse. If you don't know, the people who made the entire gender ideology thing were two men, John Money and Alfred Kinsey. They were both retarded scumbag pedophiles, and their entire and then all the studies, all the things they did involved hurting minors in very horrible ways, and that's what gave. And they wrote books about it, and they said this is proof about why gender and sex are not like different and stuff and blah blah blah. And now
Mm-hmm.
ever since people started putting up statues of them saying that they're heroes, there's even like a college named after Kinsey or Money, I don't know. And people don't really, and some people just don't even know about it. And what people are doing to kids nowadays with all the trans stuff is saying like you can be a girl even though you're a boy,
Mm-hmm.
and you know you can't, and in reality you can't. It's just horrible.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seeing like, oh, in my school I have a teacher who's pansexual, a friend who's a classmate who's lesbian, a girl, another classmate who's trans, another one who's I don't know at this point, and oh no, another one who's a weeb, which is even worse, and I just
Wait, do you have a
and
furry in your class? Because that would trump all of those.
oh no
Okay. Okay.
like, but it's
Bro,
just
bro,
it's
I
taking
okay.
over the world.
Of all the phobias, I am definitely furry phobic, bro. I don't care. I don't care if it ever becomes illegal to dislike those people. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah,
Those
so,
people are
so
they need to stick to their corner of the internet and not bother the rest of us with it. Like
yeah.
they should be allowed to do their thing, but leave the rest of humanity out of whatever it is you partake in.
Yeah, leave the entire rest of humanity. I don't want to. I don't want my friends to. I don't want my friends to say like to be furries. That's what,
Wait,
like
okay. So you're 12.
yes.
What grade are you in where all your classmates have an opinion on their sexual identity?
Oh, I'm not okay. I'm in. I think year. Mom,
Oh yeah, you're
what
in
year am I in? Year eight. So that's either grade. That's either seventh grade or eighth grade.
year 8. Okay, I don't know how they do things in the UK, but yeah, okay. So 12, when I was 12, I think I was in 8th grade. But I was also a year ahead, so I don't know if you skipped a grade.
I no, I don't skip any grades. I just
Okay, so you're probably in
it's
7th
fun.
grade, around that. But
Yeah.
okay,
So
7th or 8th grade, and all your middle school essentially, I mean that's what we'd say in America. Your middle school classmates have opinions on their gender ideology and like their
yes,
orientation. Man,
yes.
that's pretty crazy.
I know.
Actually, to be
Oh,
fair,
also,
it wasn't that much different when I was in middle school. There were definitely kids who were going around telling everyone they were bi. That was the big thing. There were like
yeah,
all of a sudden in like seventh or eighth grade, a bunch of people started saying they were bi.
yeah.
Um,
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, what, mom? Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll go with vanilla milkshake. Thanks, mom. Speaking of that, there was this girl who I had a crush on, and basically I talked to her, and basically and then her friend came up, and they started laughing at me, and like I was confused, and they said, and she said I'm a lesbian.
okay.
I don't know. It's kind of yeah, I don't know why. It just kind of hit me weird. I don't know why I brought that up.
Hmm. It is,
Like
I mean, it
venting.
is again like I won't say it's that much different. Like I when I think back on it, I'm like, oh, middle school wasn't that much different for me. So I can't say like I know, man, the youth of today, you guys got it crazy. But I will say that like no one in my school growing up thought they were trans. Like no one thought that where I grew up. But I also grew up in like a pretty. I grew up on the border, and I would say that for the most part, like Hispanics are pretty conservative, like just very
I,
traditional people. So
I get that.
I don't think that would have ever been a very common idea, anyways, and I don't even know if it is now. So yeah,
Yeah. I think do you also follow Matt Walsh from Ben Shapiro, right?
yeah,
Speaking on talking of conservatives, H bomber guy, you know him?
yeah,
He made a very long time made a video about climate denial, and this is clip of Ben Shapiro saying, if the entire world was just gonna start, all the waters were gonna like start overflowing the planet and stuff, when
hmm
people just sell their houses and move.
I don't. What's Ben Shapiro's point? I guess I'm not connecting the dots here.
No, it doesn't make any sense. All the water, the planet's overflowing. Where would they go? Who would they sell their houses to and move to? Aqualad?
Do you believe in climate change? Do you think it's real?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, I
okay,
do.
okay,
But I'm not, and
okay. Well, here's
I
the
do
thing.
think
So
that
here's the
people
thing.
are.
Here's the thing,
I
Kabuki.
do
So
think that people are. So can I quickly finish my thought?
mhm.
I do think that people are kind of exaggerating it, but I'm not that stupid. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good.
Yeah, you continue.
Okay. So here's the thing, right? For a while, there was a bunch of stuff that, for whatever reason, conservatives didn't want to let go of, and climate change was one of them. And like it took Ben Shapiro like years to admit that climate change is real, and now he does, right? He'll say things like, "Oh, no, I definitely think there's man-made climate change. I just disagree with you on policies and like what should be done about it." And that's basically my position. But also,
Okay.
it's like, dude, if we actually thought climate change was like a huge deal and that everyone was going to die and it's going to be the world after tomorrow or whatever, right? It's going to be this huge apocalyptic event. Shouldn't we invest in like nuclear energy? And shouldn't we also like put sanctions on China because they're the number one producer of emissions around the world? Like China
I
and
want to
India.
bomb China. I want to kill Xi Jinping. I just want to kill him. I just want
Get
to see his
shot.
head on a platter. That would be
Uh,
amazing. I don't. I
all
hate
right,
that man.
relax,
He
relax. You don't
hates. He
even
hates
you.
Winnie the Pooh.
He hates Winnie the Pooh.
Yes, you can't see Winnie the Pooh in China.
That's
It's
pretty base. Let's
insane.
be real. That's pretty base. You know what he should do is he should outlaw
No,
Sonic.
it's not
Then
big.
I'd move to China.
No, no, no.
No,
Winnie
no.
the Pooh is based.
Winnie the Pooh is based. Clipped and recorded. All right, dude. Um,
But really,
what?
did you record it?
I'm recording this whole thing, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Show me.
Look, I got OBS open right now. But don't worry,
All right.
bro. I'm not streaming.
Show your screen.
Oh, yeah. My bad. Don't worry. I will not put this on the internet if you don't want me to. I'm not gonna, and I would edit out anything controversial. We'll put it that way.
Do it if you want to. Actually, I dare you to show. Oh, you actually are recording your screen. Holy,
Here, you can. I'm just inking a comic right now. So
that's awesome. Okay. Uh,
I knew
like,
you, dude. You know what we should do? The Kabuki Triple Jazz podcast. That'd be so fun.
yes, we could do that. Actually, I'd genuinely love to do that with you if you'd want to.
I
We
don't
could
know
just talk
how.
about
Yeah,
stupid stuff.
yeah.
We don't even talk. We talk about Sonic. We can like save it for like episode 69 or something. Where we just rat off
Exact.
about it.
Episode 420. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Is this NDA work?
It is, but I remember I streamed it last year, so I'm allowed to show this stuff. But yeah, I'm
Okay.
currently on page 6 of inking. So holy cow.
Goodness. This is yeah, this is fun. I have not felt this happy for some reason.
But
You want
yeah,
to just talk about cartoons after this
sure, we can talk
or
about whatever you
animation?
want. You're the one who wanted to
I,
catch up, so
yeah, I do want to catch up and just think
it's
about.
your world, Adam. I just live in it, you know.
It's yes, he said it. Why is it? This is a weird thing. You continue on your thoughts.
What was I sharing? Oh, we were just talking about. I think you wanted to murder Xi Jinping or something.
Yes, I did want
Which,
to
by the
murder
way,
Xi Jinping.
dude, you got to be careful, okay? The Discord is gonna come for us, okay? The Discord is definitely has to be in bed with Big China
Yeah, probably. But I want to. No, I'm just kind of mad at him. Like I don't know. I just don't like him.
because of Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, specifically for that.
Okay.
He's my
Base,
childhood.
base.
My mom. Actually, no, mom, come up. Could you come over here, please? No, please, mom. Okay, give me a sec. My mom's coming here.
Okay.
She can. You just keep on drawing. She can build testament to this. Oh, remember Shafinaz? Say hi, mom.
Hello.
Hi, Shafinas.
Are you okay?
Hello again.
I heard a long conversation.
Yeah, just confirm that Winnie the Pooh is my entire childhood, please.
Not your entire childhood. You had Thomas the Tank Engine quite a lot. So Winnie the Pooh was your first year birthday cake. I made Winnie the Pooh. Yeah,
Yes.
there's
Nice.
more of Mummy's liking than yours, to be honest.
The bedtime story song
Yes,
though
yes.
that still makes me cry.
What's the
Oh,
matter?
It's oh my god. Yeah, it's just Winnie the Pooh. Oh, have you
Winnie.
seen that Winnie the Pooh thing? That weird like horror movie?
No, I haven't.
That makes me so mad. I
Damn.
want to just find whoever made that and just give them a stern talking to. Not even mad. Just disappointed.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Winnie the Pooh
so
hits close to home for you. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like
yeah,
for
Winnie
me,
the
like
Pooh.
my Winnie the Pooh probably it would have been Sonic for sure. Like that's the thing I
Yeah.
grew up with. Yeah, that was very very close to me.
Yeah. Uh, oh my god. Looking at you drawing is so cool. What's the brush you're using?
It's from a brush pack called Friendins. It's for Clip
Oh,
Studio
friend,
Paint.
I've seen that. It costs money.
It's yeah, they're like $15, but you get a lot of brushes, and his ink brushes are really nice. So
I just
I
made
use
my own brush instead.
nice. Yeah, Giga Chat. Just
Just one to imitate Sonic Origins line art.
cool. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I figured out how to imitate it.
Hmm.
It's not anything to do with like pen settings. It's just how you use it. Don't use the line tool that much. Instead, when you make like a taper, come off of that taper. It makes like a bulge or something. It like, bulks it and stuff.
Hmm.
That weird
Cool.
like waviness of the line art. That's something that I figured out.
Did you ask about your project, how to do it on this normal computer? Like if you
Yes.
for a computer for this.
So Jazz, on the topic of you've made a video game, at least a demo.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm gonna make a demo of a video game for my science project because you did a video called Where Does 2D Sonic Go From Here? I'm making a Google Doc called Where Does Sonic Go From Here? I'll
Cool.
send it to you because I trust you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make I want to make a video game, but I don't know what. Unity takes up 4 GB of storage. It
Hmm.
also how what do you need? What else other than the storage capacity do you need to really work on a video game in
You
Unity?
you would need something to write your code in, so like Visual Studio, which is
So
free.
that's your storage.
Yeah,
The
so that's
Visual Studio doesn't take lots of storage. Yeah.
That just depends on how much you use it, Mom.
Okay. But
so,
would would it not be possible for you to use this Surface Pro and do that?
I don't know. I've made like a demo game from like the template. I don't, but
Just ask for the RAM and what is the storage you need.
I know 4 GB.
4 GB, you have it on this computer.
I know, I know that. All right,
So
fine.
you're just trying to trick me to buy you a new
I'm
computer.
not checking you.
Gotta be honest with your mom, man. Come on, moms know. They know when they're being finessed. Okay.
Okay, you know my mother. That was coming. Her
Yeah.
owning me was inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, would you say you like anime?
Yeah, I have a respect for anime. I'm not like big into it like Weeb Nation, but
Uh,
I respect
there's
the
a
art style and I like a lot of the Miyazaki stuff, so I'm pretty normie.
yeah. Oh, also, before I quickly before I quickly ask you a question, I figured out why anime looks like it does.
Okay. Tell me
I
why.
mean, animation wise, the reason why it does that it's called limited animation.
Mm-hmm.
You heard of it?
Yes.
It
So
goes so slowly.
basically, because a lot of you'll notice this in like even modern day animation, but
Yes, Steve.
a lot of anime was made on a budget, and so
Yeah,
limited
they
animation
have.
is an easy way of like selling fast actions quickly and like conversations, and yeah, it's very charming though. At least the old stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
animated on threes, don't have any mouth flaps, let characters hold on frames for way too long, so
Mm-hmm.
like almost like they're just non-existent. That's kind of what they do. And also, my question is, have you heard of the show Chainsaw Man?
I have. Yeah, I have not watched it.
You read the manga.
Read the manga. Okay.
There's actually a reason for that. It's mainly because of how well and how good Tatsuki Fujimoto is when it comes to panel flow. If you
Okay.
go read that, like online or in a book, you'll understand it. It's amazing. But also back on the topic of video games and making a video game, you didn't finish off the list other than Visual Studio.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I haven't really shipped a game. I mean, you probably need if you're gonna have any collaborators or people working with you or people.
I'll probably have it's a demo. I'll probably have to do it all by myself and use like an AI if I ever get stuck on stuff.
Okay. Well, then I wouldn't worry about it, but GitHub or like some way of controlling your code and version is important.
Hmm.
But again, that's more of like in a collaboration space. But version control is
Yeah.
important. So in case you ever need to revert back to something, GitHub still might be useful. Um, and
Yeah.
that program, so like let me show you. So like that program, oop,
Oh,
uh,
GitHub. Oh, it's an app? I thought it was just a website.
what? Add an existing repository? Wait a minute. Hold up. What happened to my Sonic Freedom game? Git Sonic Freedom, select folder, add
Oh,
repository. There we
freedom.
go.
Oh, also, you know when you're talking about how I asked you how to animate Fila, you just said Riz.
I was memeing on you, dude. So
Uh,
obviously,
yeah,
the
I
peel
know.
out, dude. The peel out. I think I did it. The original one was like in Flash, and I just did versions and versions and versions of it until it looked right. That's actually how I did it. I just
Just
kept,
trial by error.
yeah, I just kept animating like loops and ribbons until it looked right. And yeah,
Yeah. I'm going for the way the Origins actually animated it. It looks kind of cool, but I will take the way that Freedom animated it into account.
hmm
I also got since you're drawing, I also got a
you cut out. I can't hear you. Are you there?
steel paint. It's really good.
You cut out for
Pretty
all
cool.
that. You said I
Hello?
have this. Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. You cut out when you said I also have this, and then I couldn't hear anything after that.
I got a new. I found a new brush, a new sketching brush called Japanese words are. It's very
Okay.
good. I'd
Nice.
recommend it to you actually. Oh, also, uh, on the topic of, not on the topic of art.
I have
I
this
don't know.
mechanical pencil that I really like, or it's just called mech pencil. And I really like this one, and then you can make it like really big and get these like nice sort of like these like shadings with it.
Yeah. All right. Don't mess up the drawings. Remember, he's gonna get paid for this.
Yeah, don't mess it up. Don't screw it up. Oh, don't worry.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna animate the spin dash. Spin dash is probably the easiest Sonic animation to animate. It's just a tire peeling out.
Yeah, basically.
Mhm.
Did you ever play any of the humongous games? Like Spy Fox or Putt Putt or Freddy Fish?
No, no,
Oh, okay.
no.
Past your time. Rip.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel bad. I should have grown up in the 90s. Then we could be best buds.
Exactly. Rest in
Are we?
peace.
Yeah, you can't. But now I'm born in 2010s, and you can't even call me a friend.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I was very honest with you about friendships, wasn't
you
I?
were honest with me. I know. I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
It just hurts.
Why does it hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt. More so, it just feels kind of sad because
Why don't you have any friends from school?
because all the because well, first off, a few kids at school sexually harassed me.
What?
Yeah, yeah, it's a long story. Second
Wait,
off,
what? Wait, that's crazy. What?
I'm
Okay.
not joking.
Oh man.
I'll tell you
I
that.
don't think you're joking. I'm taking you seriously. I just
Yeah,
like
terrible.
that sounds awful. Yeah.
It sucked. Uh, but also, most kids my age were into TikTok and stuff, and And one day, I was just drawing in my like home room before the teacher came,
Hmm.
and every kid in the class, in the grade, I don't know why I'm sounding so serious. Ran to the back of the room. Somebody put a phone, and they all started doing a giant TikTok, and I was in the frame. And then they finished the TikTok.
Did you go viral?
No, I did not go viral. But
Ah, it wasn't worth
also,
it then.
one thing, Mom, could I have some more time on my tablet? The thing is doing the thing. Yeah, sorry about that. My tablet has a time limit, and my mom and yeah.
It's all good.
It's a good thing. Oh, on the topic of sexual harassment. Sorry. Uh, no,
Yeah. What? That was a transition. Okay, what's going on? What's going on?
let me explain how and why I got sexually harassed.
You didn't get sexually harassed.
Some kids touched my bum. Yeah, so I was in the cafeteria waiting for my lunch, and then just a group of boys started touching my butt. I moved. I said, "Hey, stop it," but they didn't stop. I told them it was too late. I tried to tell people, but it was too late, and kind of gave up.
What the heck? That's
Mm.
very strange. Do you know these kids?
I knew them because they were in my grade.
Do they do that to each other? Some guys like to slap each other
No,
on the.
they don't. They don't. They didn't do it to each other. I've never seen any of them do anything sexual to each other.
Okay.
Just
Well, yeah, that's super inappropriate. What the heck, man? Why are
mhm.
those kids doing that? That's not fair. I'm sorry that happened to you, dude.
That means a lot coming from you, man. Thanks.
Oh man. Oh, kids are just so mean to each other.
Yeah.
I was hanging out with some friends last night and I got to kind of talk about my life for a little bit. And I was just sharing that like, man, middle schoolers are brutal. Like they're just so mean to each other. Cuz like when I grew up on the border, I'm a white kid. Even though I have like Hispanic blood in me, I was totally white by comparison. I didn't speak the language, I didn't speak Spanish, yada yada. And like I got made fun of for my skin color, for my at the time I had pretty light hair. Now my hair's pretty dark, but at the time
Yeah.
I had like blondish hair. yeah, you get made fun of for that stuff, and it's hard to deal with because you feel like an outsider and you feel like you don't belong, and that's not a fun feeling. It's not fun to experience that. So I know
Yeah.
what it's like firsthand to experience racism. Okay, that's what I'm saying as a white man.
As a white man, no, it's obvious. White people are being oppressed. They are.
Uh,
I'm not.
I don't think
No,
I don't think that's true. I think it's definitely I think it's culturally acceptable to make fun of white people. I think that's true.
it's yeah. I mean, but then again, they're also white slaves.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The world
So
is
weird.
a crazy, wild and kooky place, man.
I wish I imagine if you got some more people into this in this call. That'd be kind of fun. But
That would be fun. Next time.
should we? Yeah, next time. Maybe you can do we can do that when I come back to the server. Just
Oh, dude.
talk.
Everyone's looking forward to Kabuki Day. That's what we're calling it.
Really? Is that
Yeah,
what you're calling it?
yeah, we already have it. It's a holiday in the server. It's Kabuki Day. Which is ironically, it's basically just gonna be your birthday because that's when you're able to come back. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have
You
a
got
big birthday celebration for you.
yeah. Really?
No, I'm not even kidding. Like we were all saying, like Azzy was like, "Oh, I want Kabuki back," and then everyone was like, "When does he come back?" We were just talking about this yesterday. So
I tell you, I really feel like you're lying to me. I really feel like you're lying to me.
I've got receipts. Don't even worry about it.
Send me the DMs. Give me a screenshot.
I'll just show you right now. Hold up.
All right, do it.
I'll go to
Do
the
it.
server.
Let me
Oh,
let me realize that people actually care about me.
they do. Look at this. Giganut said hashtag unban Kabuki. I said I said I triple riz the OG fetus, and then he said now play. As he was like, make him play Hollow Knight. 3 months left, and our boy will be back from Proto. Kabuki sweep, Kabuki birthday this year, and then this guy Downward Spiral is like Kabuki Day, and yeah. Hashtag.
So they're not mean to me when I'm not around. They're actually nice.
So you have to understand. I talked to you about this, right? Is that Azzy, Thought Critical, and A Guy are older than you, okay? And in their world, in the world of being 16, what they were doing was just banter. It's not bullying. They do it to each other. They make fun of each other. It's just what it's like. You'll experience this.
I know.
Yeah. It's just banter.
And people just like oh, just taking the piss out of everything.
Yes. And I talked to Azzy about this too because I told him like, hey, you're older. I know you're older. He hasn't told me his age, but I know he's older just based on how he acts. I'm like, you're the oldie edgy teenager. You need to be careful with what you're saying in my server because I do have very young people, and not every single one of them are going to think you're joking, right? Some of them are going to take you seriously.
You don't have any 13, 12-year-olds in there anymore because you added a phone number verification thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
So wait. How does that work? Is that just like the normal Discord phone verification thing, or do you like get people's phone verifications like handed to you like manually?
No. It's all through Discord. I don't have like some sort of phone list. No, it's just Discord's built-in phone verification.
All right. I need to verify my phone either way.
Yeah.
Just make it easier.
I keeps bots out too, so.
I think I want to make you mad right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to send you this.
Okay.
I'm just going to quickly send you a tweet from an idiot. It will validate all your feelings to the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise or fan base. Versatile says Min-Dash Momentum stands seem to prioritize fun gameplay more than accurate characterization, and that's fine. I love Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, but what we need to understand is that Boost fans love the game because it's character accurate. The speed is our own, that's why, nothing else.
Yep, congrats, you made me angry.
Yes, I did it. I made him angry. I don't want to make you angry. You're my...
Yeah, but that's where the fandom's at, man, and I don't like it. I don't like that thought process. I don't care about, oh my gosh, this is like, get it through your thick skull, man. Like, yes, we prioritize fun gameplay because it's a video game and I'm playing the game. Yes, I want a fun video game in a video game. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. It's like that's what other media is for. Like if Sonic wants to boost around in Sonic X or the movies, I don't care. But in a video game, I want to have fun playing the character, and boost is just not fun. I don't care about fun characterization at all. It's so stupid.
Yeah,
God.
like Sonic can just be a blue silhouette, and we can have fun with it as long as the game's good.
Yeah.
It's just
Good
fun to
lord.
scream at my hero. Amy is I saw a new one. Amy Rose is actually the whitest Sonic character. I'm gonna shoot myself.
That might be true though, to be fair.
It is kind of true.
Actually,
In the
Tails is like the white suburban kid, let's be real. Like, come on.
Tails is the Matthew of the Sonic franchise.
Yeah, the Matthew.
That's why I'm gonna make a human version of Tails and call him Matthew.
Yeah.
This is fun. I haven't done this in a while. I've
Dude,
never actually done this.
You gotta come back to Lysington. Wait, do you know who Fulcrum is?
Not really.
Okay.
I would love to actually. Oh, I did this with Downward Spiral. I sent him an invitation to Fidel's server, and we just started talking about Sonic Frontiers. You know how it sucks, and we made people mad. It's just to say the least.
Well, yeah, it's Fidel's server. Aren't they literally like just brand addicts? Like they literally just
Not
consume
all
Sonic?
of them. The
Really?
people I talk to, there are some who actually have brains. I know, it's insane, right?
I don't trust that they have brains because they follow Fidel and they're in his server.
Yeah. So now I don't have a brain either.
Dang.
Yeah, but
You're the only
Rainsy,
sane one in there. What's up?
Yeah. Rainsy, he's an artist on Twitter, another Sonic artist who put me in his Twitter server, which is cool. I actually got a chance to talk to him as well.
Okay.
He actually agreed with me when he said that momentum was a thing that should be in the Sonic games and stuff. And
Wow, brave take.
that brought a bit of hope into my heart.
I have no hope, Kabuki. I am totally black-pilled about Sonic. I don't think... I've been around long enough to know, man, that this is going... Like, if Frontiers 2 is literally not Adventure 3, it's over for me. Like, I...
Yeah, Ramsey put me in the same part of his Twitter circle as Fred.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good old Fred.
I really don't know what else to talk about. No. I can go on. You ever heard of the YouTuber Noodle?
No, I've never heard of Noodle.
Oh, he's based. He's kind of like you if he was a cartoon and animated more.
Nice. Yeah, my idea for a video game is actually you didn't really grow up with them, but those humongous games I was talking about are like these really charming point-and-click adventure games for kids. And I designed Slink to be a point-and-click adventure character, actually.
Yeah, that's why it looks so like mid 2000s era.
Yeah, I designed him. I actually designed him. Okay, well, actually, so the reason Slink even exists is because of Lang and Project Utopia.
Great Lang.
Yeah, because when I joined the server, when I joined the team, Lang was like, "Hey, we all have characters that aren't like they're not personas. They're like characters that are like rejected mascots of other video games."
Oh,
and so,
yeah.
he has his bird character. Other people on the team had other characters, and so Slink was born out of that. I created him in like literally an afternoon, and then I just actually fell in love with him. And my idea was like, oh, he's from like a discounted or a failed point and click adventure game that never came out. And
that's what Adam is to me.
Who's Adam? I mean, you're Adam, aren't you?
Yeah, I am Adam, but also there's another Adam I made. The guy who I showed you with. Here, let me show you. I showed you this without the colors. This guy.
Let me see. Oh yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. That's my character. What do you think of him? Is he good?
Wait, am I here? I'm not in this circle, am I?
Oh.
Rest in peace.
I am. He considers me a friend, but not you. I forget.
Dang. Yeah, it's weird. But I'm so close with like most of the Sonic guys in the community. Like they don't they don't think I'm bad. Like I can still talk to Chow Mix is actually in the server now. He's in the Lizard Legion.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, sorry. What were you gonna ask me about your character?
Well, what do you think of him? Is he a good design? Just need some criticism from somebody who has more experience.
Okay, let me look at him.
I ripped him off. I ripped him from like a show I know, and they just wanted to make him more Sonic.
What show?
Oh, yeah. I just basically I found Beyblade Burst. I decided, hey, what if Vault was Sonic? Then I made that.
I like the
This is
jacket. Is the jacket design ripped from Volt?
no, I actually made that on my own. Vault has a much different jacket. He doesn't have a shirt. He has like a much more like he doesn't his shirt. He has a hoodie
Can I look him
instead
up?
of and like
What's
a
it called?
vest.
Beyblade what? Burst?
A Beyblade
Volt?
Burst Vault. The version I got was from Dynamite Battle.
Not Vault Shrek. What is this? I don't want this crap. I mean, just the character. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I made him rounder with
This
with
is
spikes and stuff.
so.
Some of the renders are kind of
Yeah, some of this art is a little interesting.
you kind of yeah. Beyblade does not have that good of a budget.
So I would say one, I would make I mean I can see the Sonic influence in the character, but I would definitely try and separate the shoe design a little bit. And
Yeah.
then I would try and make his face and just like his overall appearance like closer to you. Like put yourself in it. Since like this character already has this hairstyle with those beads in it or whatever the flip this is. I
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
even know what these are.
the beads, those beads. I actually have a reason for keeping those beads in. You know the
Okay.
Chaos Emeralds?
Yeah.
When he transforms, the colors match the transformation of the beads. The colors of the bead match the transformation. I thought that was a cool idea.
Okay, that's a cool idea. But it's one of those things where it's probably too close to your inspiration and probably needs to
Yeah.
be you need to separate a little bit.
So you're saying remove the beads, the crown, as I call it.
Yeah. I would say overall just change the hairstyle because it's just too
Okay.
close to your original inspiration. Same with Sonic shoes. It's like part of
So
taking
change the
inspiration
shade as
and
well?
yeah, part of taking inspiration and making it your own is remixing it in a way that feels original while still, having that initial idea. And right now, this feels a little too close to the original character. And then I think the shoes, you could definitely push them
Right.
to be more
Change
unique.
make them cooler.
Yeah,
Make
the
them
shoes,
cool.
the shoes in Beyblade are kind of cool though. Those are fun.
Yeah. Go watch Beyblade.
You know what?
Uh,
I always think of this character design from Dragon Nest. Dragon Nest, I think it's just the warrior man. Oh my gosh, I love this character design so much.
mm.
Wait, where is it? It's so tiny.
This will probably be the last time I draw Adam in this style before like changing it with your like influence.
Yeah, this art is too good, man. But anyways,
Yeah. So thank you for that.
you're welcome.
Thank you for helping me
This
make
trick-
this character my own.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I mean that's just kind of the hard part with inspiration, right? Is making it feel like your own while having those pockets of inspiration visible. So I would want to see Adam differentiated a little bit more.
Okay.
Because part of it is, and I mean the character will probably change as you change as an artist and grow.
Yeah.
But like part of it is also just wanting to feel that sense of ownership. And if something is too close to what I'm mimicking, then I don't feel like I have any pride over it because I'm like, it's too. I'm just pulling too much from my inspiration. It doesn't feel like I put my own spin on
Food.
it.
Oh, I
So,
got food. I got food.
nice. I'm glad
Milkshake.
you're being fed.
Yeah, my mother's a good mom, and I have a father now as well.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I didn't have it for a while, but now I do.
Oh, that's good.
It's not he's my stepdad is not not that good when it comes to artwork and stuff. Like he doesn't. And I think I'm pretty sure he hates me drawing.
That's not good.
He's not. Yeah, I know.
Why does he hate you drawing?
Because I don't know. Because he thinks it's a waste of time and it's pathetic and useless.
Mm.
No,
Some
no,
people-
he does not think it's pathetic and useless. No, he says take he, he says it takes too much of my time.
Yeah, but you're good at it though.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Thanks. Yeah. I think
Why are you surprised to hear that? Do you not think
because
that about yourself?
I think I'm a decent artist.
I
Like,
think for
it's
your
not
age,
just a-
you're pretty good. Like you draw at the level that a lot of 16-year-olds do. So I think you're pretty ahead of the curve. The only way that you're gonna slow down, because like look at Fred, right? Fred's like 15 and he's drawing like, or he's 16 now, but he's very good. He's a very good draftsman actually, surprisingly for his age. Like he has really clean lines, and he seems like he understands construction pretty well. This is the same fear I have with every good Sonic artist in the community. It's just the stagnation that comes with drawing Sonic over and over again and not branching out. It's
Yeah,
also the same
yeah.
reason that drawing only anime is probably a problem. Isn't the fact that anime is a bad art medium or style. It's just you won't learn. You won't understand what the mangakas understand. You're not going to understand the anime the way they do. Yeah, you should make sure that you don't neglect people, drawing people and basic shapes. Look, here's my pipeline for beginner artists to get better. It's this simple, okay? Learn how to draw 2D shapes.
Hold on. Sorry. Sorry, I got KFC. I didn't realize it was KFC. Okay, learn 2D shape. Sorry, got it.
Okay, learn 2D shapes. You need to learn how to, particularly circles. You need to learn how to draw circles really well.
I can draw circles.
Okay. Then you need to learn how to put the circles, okay, in perspective.
All right, I'll do. That's not something I'm very good at. I'll do that.
So you need to learn basic shapes, put them in perspective. Perspective.
Okay.
And then you need to learn how to extrude those basic shapes into 3D objects.
I think I can do that decently.
So once you understand this is basically the foundation of everything.
All right.
And then, I mean, obviously people usually do cubes first, so another option instead of doing cylinders, and cubes are more helpful, but drawing circles in perspective is probably one of the most difficult things you're going to learn how to do. It's very tough to do well. So after you learn, your basic perspective and how to draw cubes, then you can learn how to put circles on the cubes. And on all its faces, blah blah blah. And this forms the foundation of everything. So drawing a person, right, the arms can be reduced to cylinders, or we can even draw like a forearm with a cube attached to it, right? So you have your forearm like that. The deltoid is going to be some sort of amorphous, kind of triangular shape. Like all this stuff feeds into itself, but this is the pipeline. 2D shapes in perspective, extruding them. That's like extrusion.
Okay. I watch a lot of Ethan Becker.
What's up?
I watch a lot of Ethan Becker.
He's cool. He's very fun and entertaining. He's a good guy. And he has good art too.
The way he teaches is probably the best way I could be taught how to draw.
Okay, that's good. That's finding someone that you resonate with is good. It's really important. So yeah, anyways, but this is basic construction, right? Because now something like a hand, if I just people always, like, a lot of artists have problems with hands, but a lot of the time you're not actually thinking about what you're drawing, but really it's just boxes, right, with cylinders attached to it, or like,
Yeah. And I'm just thinking how to redesign Adam.
Okay. I think the best way to draw a hand is actually with gesture shapes in the knuckles, but that's just me.
Cool. Okay, no,
Okay.
you should get back to getting paid.
Getting paid, yeah. Anyways, that's the basic pipeline for getting good at art. In my opinion, it's like if every artist, and trust me, drawing 2D shapes is boring. No one likes this stuff. Like, none of this is fun to do, really. The fun part is the payoff once you put all this hard work in and you can start
Mhm.
making your own comics like this and getting paid big bucks for stuff. But this is where I see Sonic fans failing the most is they don't ever do this foundational step.
All right,
Um,
then.
And then, of course, part of a huge part of your fundamentals is, besides perspective, is literally anatomy. Like understanding how to draw people will feed into how to draw animals, will feed into design, will feed it like it feeds into so much. It's
Yeah.
a huge topic to learn how to do. It is overwhelming to understand anatomy, but you just kind of chip away at it and you consistently do it, and yeah. Which reminds me, I actually need to study a little bit today. I haven't studied.
I do
I think
need to study.
I was gonna do horses.
I do actually. I'm thinking about it. Uh, now that you've put it into perspective about what I need to do, changing my change. That's gonna change what I draw drastically.
Good. It should.
I'm just gonna start drawing realism, and I'm gonna learn what perspective is.
I think
I'm gonna start
perspective is probably for your skill set and like what you're interested in drawing right now is probably super important. Like perspective is
learning perspective.
yeah. And perspective like anatomy is pretty tough to learn. It's kind of
I
mind bending
I'm gonna learn 2-point perspective. All right, here we go. I'm gonna start doing it right now. Should I show my screen?
if you want.
Am I? Am I? Am I actually?
Are you sharing your screen? Yeah, you are.
No,
Oh no, no you're not.
that's you.
That's me.
Should I share my screen?
If you want, do you need help with something?
No, just because now I'm thinking of practicing perspective.
Sure if you want. I mean, I can help you.
Alright, I'm gonna start off. I think I know how 1-point perspective works,
Shoot.
but it's kind of. But I'm gonna start. I think should I start? Should I think learn about 2-point perspective? That's a bit hard, right?
It's a little bit harder, but so there's kind of some here, I'll tell you real quick. So there's kind of a couple things that you need to understand about perspective to help it click, I think, a little bit better. Is one is the most basic thing. Anything anything below the horizon line, wherever you set that, you look
Mm-hmm.
down on, you
Here.
will always see the top or the bottom. No, the top of the object. Okay. And anything above the horizon line, you will always be looking up at. And
Okay.
these are really exaggerated. But for example, if I put a building close to me, or not even building, let's just say it's a block, just for the sake of, and it crosses the horizon line, I'm going to be looking up at this point and looking down at this point.
Okay.
So when a an object crosses the horizon line, it sort of bends, which is where we get this fisheye effect. Is when objects start getting too outside the boundaries of like the vision, things start to curve around this side.
Okay.
So if I were to put an object over here, and let's say this is kind of an advanced concept of perspective, but basically your picture is essentially a camera lens that you set up like this. And I'm trying to capture everything inside this camera lens. But as objects get closer to the side of your vision, almost like your peripherals, they'll start to bend like this.
Okay.
So anything outside of this will really start to warp pretty hard.
Okay.
Um, what's another really basic thing? Okay. In 2-point perspective, the vertical lines are always parallel with each other, so you don't need to worry about connecting them to any vanishing point. So,
Hmm.
uh, so like this, Actually, hold on. Okay. So watch. My vanishing points I put somewhere around here. You can't see here, and like here. So actually, this should be like this. But now watch. So I don't need to worry about these vertical lines, okay? All I need to do is connect the dots to the vanishing point over here into the distance.
Okay.
So that's 2-point perspective. So the vertical lines are parallel. They don't move.
Oh,
So
you're not my teacher.
like that, okay?
Yeah, okay, I got it.
And then same thing with this, although actually I goofed up this perspective a little bit, but it would be really extreme because the vanishing point I created is somewhere, hold on. Okay, it's somewhere closer to here. It's closer to here. So anyways, but we're just going to line them up, just like connect the dots. We're just connecting the dots from here to here and there to there. And then this vanishing point is somewhere over here. And I'm just going to draw a line like this and somewhere like that. But notice how I'm not worried about the vertical lines of the cubes because in 2-point, there is no third vanishing point. And that's why it's called 2-point perspective. Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Now,
Okay.
3-point
Yeah,
perspective. You ready?
not yet. Mom! More time.
All right,
Yeah,
I got like
yeah,
5 more minutes, okay?
5 more minutes of okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. 3-point perspective goes like this. We have the 2 that we set up over here.
Okay.
We got our cube here, right? This is basically what you're generating is this giant grid along these 2-point perspectives, blah, 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 right? And you have this line that goes here, and now we can add a whole bunch of cubes wherever we want, and imagine just imaginary grid going like, yeah, like this. Just an infinite amount of lines going ba, 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 okay? So that's what a 2-point perspective is. And the perspective points fall along the horizon, right? So 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Now we introduce a third, let's just say, or I'll put it down here. If we introduce a third point, now all the vertical lines converge to here. So it's going to look weird because the cube is really close, but here, I'll put the cube up here. Actually, how would this even work? This actually wouldn't. I'm actually going to figure this out. Hold on. Yeah, that's how it would go.
Okay.
Got it? So all the vertical points, so all of these side planes, these vertical points, are now being squished by a new perspective point. So
now I gotta go?
hold on. I'm just going to give you a better example. So it's much easier to practice 3-point perspective if you just place objects below the horizon.
Oh no, Jazz, I can't see it. The screen locked.
Screen locked.
Yeah, no, that's something my tablet does.
Oh, okay.
Just go back to drawing. I'll tell you when it unlocks. Hey, Mom, did she give me more time? Yeah, I did. Okay. All right. Just gonna give this a second. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You there? Spooky.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can see you. Yeah.
Or yeah, you can see my screen.
My screen? Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay.
So,
All right. I'll
three
finish.
perspective, from perspective.
Yeah.
Understand that. Now.
Understand that.
Mhm.
So when practicing 3-point, it's much easier to just put the objects, whatever you're drawing, below the horizon.
Mhm.
Remember, we're just connecting the dots. I'm gonna put a cube here. Actually, you know what? I'll move the cube up. Let's say this is the corner of the cube right here. Actually, we'll move it off so you can see the effect a little bit more. This is the corner of the cube. So this is this point. Top of the cube. Connect one dot. Connect the second dot. And let's just put another point here. Connect this dot over this way. And another cube point over here. And draw it like that.
4 point.
Well, there's 4 points on the cube. Yeah, for each corner.
Yeah.
Of it. And now the cube in perspective would be something like this. Okay, and we connect the bottom points this way.
Okay.
And the third point this way. So you see how the cube is starting to get distorted because the closer we move points to each other, the more distorted objects are going to be. So this is essentially affecting the, it's kind of affecting the FOV basically, like your field of view is when you start squishing vanishing points together. I'm going to put this back over here, but yeah, so it's going to start looking pretty, squished because ideally you probably want the vanishing point out of field, like way down here. So that way you can get like a nice, something like that. And then like third point up top would be, all these points are still kind of going to the same place.
Yeah, I get it now.
Yeah. And so a third point perspective really just adds a bunch of dynamism to your picture because things look a little bit more realistic. It's like when we're walking around a city, we see buildings that look like this. We don't realize it's happening, but buildings start skewing when you're like standing next to them or looking up at them. So that's another thing that'll help train you on perspective is just looking around, observing, and watching the ends of buildings and the corners of buildings, and watching where they sort of intersect and the horizon or the vanishing point they're going towards. So okay. Sound good?
Yeah.
Cool. Does that all make sense?
Yeah, that makes all sense.
Well, that's good. You should practice it. Just practice drawing cubes in space. And if I have one recommendation, go to Draw a Box.
Drawbox.com or Drawbox?
I think it's drawbox.com. Yep. And if you go to the lessons, it's going to walk you through the same thing I basically told you. But then there's challenges and drills that you can do, which are very helpful. So you can do the basics, and then you can do the challenges and drills.
It's not free, is it?
What's up?
It's not free, is it?
No, it is. All this is free.
Oh, okay.
So you can just click on it. These lessons are free here. So, oh, they actually have YouTube videos now? Okay, so they have videos now, which is actually pretty helpful. So,
all right. So I'm going to be learning perspective for the next few weeks.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to tweet that. New goal. Learn perspective.
And remember that like all of this feeds into, even if you end up doing super cartoony stylized stuff, all these fundamentals feed into that and just creating more believable worlds. It's not necessarily like you need to learn how to draw picture perfect realism. It's more like you want to create something believable. At least I do. That's my, like, it's called imaginative realism. You just want to create something that looks like it could be real, not necessarily something that is like photoreal, Which is why I'm not that interested in concept art, because concept art is mostly about photorealism, and I'm like, it's kind of boring. But
yeah.
All right, little bro, I'll let you go. I gotta get running.
Yeah, okay. Have a good day. And remember, if you try, you can do anything.
I hope so. I see you, dude. Peace out, homie.